Back into Infinity. Rob has the night off. I'm Bob Brooks. Pope Francis, who is 88 years old, remains in critical condition as he continues to rest on day 10 of his hospital stay. The Holy Father is being treated with a lung infection that led to early stages of kidney failure. This matches the longest Pope Francis has ever been in the hospital since he became the Pope. He stayed 10 days back in 2021 for a colon operation. Okay, joining us now for more on this is internist for Custom Care Medical, Dr. Frank Contessessa, and director of ProLifeCentral.org, Father Frank Pavone. Good to see you both, gentlemen. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Dr. Frank, what's your diagnosis from afar here? We're hearing Pope Francis. He's got double pneumonia in both lungs, early stages of kidney failure. He's 88. What do you think?
Well, Bob, he's definitely in a tough spot. The news over the weekend really led me down a path where I said, this could really be it in a very short period of time. A couple of things have changed since then. As a matter of fact, one of the things that all the reports are mentioning is kidney failure. I actually went back and looked at the Vatican's releases, and you have to be a little bit, read Vaticanese here because, they're very cryptic in the information that they release. And it's not kidney failure. It was mild renal insufficiency, which means that his kidneys were working a little bit slowly. Kidney failure occurs on a spectrum. You can have just mild all the way up to requiring dialysis. A couple of things changed today. In the afternoons, they put out a report, the bulletin of the day, and some of the things had improved a little bit according to the Vatican. Number one, they said some of his laboratory readings improved, which means to me, I'm reading that as his kidney functions might have improved. And I'm speculating here, of course, that his kidney functions might have improved a little bit. And they gave him blood transfusions. So his anemia may have improved a little bit. They said he required less oxygen flow than before, too. So I have a slightly better outlook than I did over the weekend. Look, he's still 88 years old. Even if he does recover, I think he's looking at a very difficult road to bounce back from this. So he's still in a tight spot.
Yeah, that is a tough spot to be in, especially at that age. Father Frank, I want to ask you, and maybe it's a little early to talk legacy here, but we know it's been a battle for him with his health as of late here. His legacy, I know in certain issues, conservative issues, he's been kind of outspoken against, especially immigration here in the United States, how the Trump administration, Tom Homan, are handling things. Your thoughts?
There's no question, and this is not trying to judge any of his motives or what's in his mind and heart, but there's no question that this has been a papacy of confusion. Many faithful Catholics have been scratching their heads. Many people outside the Catholic Church have been wondering, this doesn't sound like Catholic teaching when, he has said things that cause some question about, is he saying that Jesus is or is not the only way of salvation? Questions, of course, about in regard to human sexuality in some of the documents, even causing some of the top cardinals of the church to formally present to him requests for clarification. That doesn't happen very frequently. It's a teaching moment right now. Whenever we have the possibility of an imminent a change in the papacy, it's good for Catholics and others as well to remember that it's not about the man, it's about the faithfulness of Jesus to his church. And the Pope, as well as the rest of us, are responsible for one thing, and that is holding on to and clarifying the faith that the church has always believed from the very beginning. Pope Francis knows this, and we certainly wish him well. I hope he recovers and has a very long life of service to the church. But we all know, again, it's not about the man, it's about the gift of the papacy, which is a gift of God's faithful teaching of all of us, the way of salvation.
Dr. Frank, you kind of explained it all there, but at 88 years old, a full recovery, I know that's difficult.
It's going to be very hard for him for a couple of reasons. Number one, his immune system is going to have taken a big hit here. According to some of the reports, he had not only a bacterial lung infection, but a fungal and a viral infection too, which is very difficult to bounce back from, even for a healthy person. So if he recovers, his immune system is going to be weak, prone to another infection. They're going to have to keep an eye on these blood counts, again, because he was anemic. His platelets were low. He could have a stroke. He could have a hemorrhagic bleed into the brain. So many things to deal with here. So we're all hoping he makes a turnaround. But if he does, it's certainly a tough road to get back to where he was before.
Certainly is, and our prayers go out to him. I'm Catholic just as well, and you never want to wish anyone ill. So we hope the Pope can get better here. Dr. Frank, Father Frank, Frank and Frank, I appreciate you both coming on this Monday evening. Good to see you both.